I just sat here for about 10 minutes doing the review, and I'm looking at the camera. The camera was off. I kept looking at the lens. I was like, something ain't right. And I'm just steady talking. And I said, is the lens closed? Did the whole thing. But anyway, this story is basically the lust for power. Once you get to a certain point, there's no absolute power. Harry should have known that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. We're going in on the Gungrave review, part 4. This is the final one. So anyway, Harry, everything's going to falling apart around Harry. That's basically what this final part is. Just Harry's downfall. He needs to fall. Once you get to a certain, let's say if you want absolute power, which doesn't exist because the only person you can absolutely control is you. So you want absolute power, once you get to a certain point in power, you got to go down. Because you can't control people but so much. At a certain point, they're going to say, well, he's killing us off right now while we work for him. If we try to do something, to help, we're still in danger. If we try to do something to kill him, we're still in danger. So it's no choice but for us to take this guy out. We might get killed, but if we do take him out, we finally get our freedom. That's what it was leading to. But anyway, he had a meeting, right, with these guys. And they was trying to talk about Brandon and what they're going to do with Brandon and whatnot. And they said, well, he's coming for you. They said, well, if you take care of him, then, everything's going to come out fine. They're like, if you die, he'll leave us alone. If he dies, then we won't have to deal with him. Either way, one of you two got to go. And he says, okay, I got something to deal with that right now. Brings in the orc man. The guy goes in, sprays the whole table, killing everybody. That's how he was leading. And Bear said it himself. He said, man, you guys, he said, you leaving by like brute force. And people they're not going to dig that. Trust me. You see what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, it's just like we got to fight back. Even if we get killed, because we're going to get killed anyway. It was like survival mode. We got to survive. And once Brandon, extinguished his inner circle, Harry ain't had nothing left. He ain't had nothing to stand on. Reason being, the only people that truly followed Harry was his inner circle, which was Bungie, Lee, Bob, and Bear. That was it. That was it. Whatever reason, I think a couple of them were following for the power. They wanted to be involved with some, whatever. Those people was not following because they were being forced. They were following because they wanted to. And those are the only people he could depend on. That was it. Nobody else. As soon as they was gone, Harry was gone. Period. Once Brandon got rid of his inner circle, it was just a fall from there. Sherry got killed. Got killed. This guy got killed. That guy got killed. His little minion of orc man or whatever, they was gone. Everybody was gone. At that point, the whole organization turned on Harry. They didn't turn on. He turned on them, and the only thing they could do at that point was fight back. And when he got when Harry got dealt with, he had absolutely nothing. He said it himself. But the funny thing is, Brandon had absolutely nothing. He didn't even have his life. He was going to die anyway. He got brought back from the dead. He had nothing. Brandon fell before Harry. Brandon wasn't a good guy. Everybody's looking at him like he was a good guy. He's not a good guy. He was a killer. He was a killer. He had morals. He wasn't evil. But he wasn't a good guy by any means. And Harry told them in the beginning, he said, man, get a good job, get a 9 to 5, do what you got to do, and stop living this kind of lifestyle. He said, nah, I got to do this. He was just too far in it. He was a product of his environment. That's just how and then at a certain point, Brandon wanted power. Well, I don't know about wanted power, but he wanted to give power to Harry, knowing what he was doing. So Brandon had to go. Brandon was helping, Harry do all this nonsense and whatnot. So Brandon had to go. They both had to go. Period. That's just how it went. And the way they did the backstory in this, they were doing the flashbacks. Man, I almost cried at the end. I ain't gonna lie. That cat that kept showing up, I almost cried for that cat too. But anyway, everything played out. It was like a mafia type movie because they really did it well. And add zombies or something like that, and this is what you got. 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it through the whole thing. I forgot to say that at the very beginning, but oh well. If you made it this far, you shouldn't mind. But anyway, the whole thing played out like a movie the whole time. 2 thumbs up. The backstory was good, and it really displayed like powerfully how the mafia, this mafia type story, and also at the same time this lust for power type story, and everything played out perfectly. Now the end was good. I would imagine it a little bit different. I think they could have done it better, but the end was great. The end was great. So the story this makes me want to play the game now. But the story from the beginning to the end was just good. I can't say nothing. There was nothing wrong with it. Period. Go ahead and leave your comment. Let me know what you think. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace. And whoever recommended it, thank you.